Hello there and welcome to Black Jackal Gaming. We're going to take a look at the Firestrike Servo-Turret. This is one of the Primaris firing platforms. It comes with the choice of a las talon or autocannon. It's got decent durability profile for the points you're paying. It's quite good in a fair few detachments within the Codex, and it's got really nice overwatchability. The ballistic skill is very nice, and it's a vehicle, so it can take marine buffs and some strats you can use on it as well. And the price point is decent enough for what you're getting. The Firestrike comes in a unit of 1 or 2 models, and you're going to be paying 75 or 150 points. The profile is movement 3, toughness 6, 2+ save, 6 wounds, leadership 6, and a very nice objective control 2. It comes with the vehicle keyword as well, so you can take buffs later on. Its range attack has a very nice ballistic skill of 2+, so you're going to be expecting to hit your target. It's got 2 options. First up, the autocannon has the twin linked keyword, so you get to reroll your wound roll. It's got a 48-inch range, 3 attacks, strength 9, -1 AP, 3 damage. And then you have the las talon, which is also twin linked. That's 36 inches, 2 shots, strength 10, -3, d6 +1 damage. So in almost all instances, you're really going to want to take the las talon, because apart from the weakest units you're targeting, only dropping 1 attack for the additional strength, 2 AP, and not quite as consistent damage, but the ability to be substantially more damage, you're going to take the las talon really. It does have a melee profile, and it's a bit different from the vehicle, so the Space Marines must pop off and try and punch the guy that's running at him. So he comes with a close combat weapon. It's 3 attacks, it's a weapon skill 3, strength 4, 1 damage, so pretty standard. It has a really nice overwatch ability called Sentinel's Protocols. So when firing overwatch, when you're using the stratagem, you get a hit on a 4+ rather than a 6+. So if you've got anything coming out of D-Strike trying to charge you, and if you've got 2 models in the unit, you've got 4 shots, and on those 4s you're going to be hitting, so you should be punching through 2 of those shots, making it very dangerous to charge. It is a vehicle unit, but it doesn't have deadly demise as one of its keywords, so you will not explode when you die, which is quite nice. So what buffs and combos can you give to this unit? It doesn't have the infantry keyword, so it loses out on a lot of the stratagems you can use. But it does have some other abilities that are quite nice for it. Since it's a vehicle, you can have a tech marine give it +1 to the hit roll, and it can be healed. That +1 is going to compensate for any modifications to your ballistic skill or hit roll, so you're going to be consistently hitting on 2 potentially. The Overwatch strats, again, you can hit on a 4+, which is very nice. And because it is a vehicle, it gets big guns never tire, so you can fire when in engagement range with an enemy unit. And that -1 to your ballistic skill is not going to do too much damage to you, because then you're going to be hitting on 3s, which is still very nice because it's the standard Space Marine ballistic skill. So the detachment you can use, the Vanguard Spearhead, is quite nice for these guys, especially if you want to sit them on an objective in your home field and not move them. When they're outside of 12 inches, they're going to be -1 to hit, and they're going to get the benefits of cover. So not only are most things in the game going to be hitting you on 4s, 5s, and 6s, you're also going to ignore the first piece of AP. So you're majority of the time going to be on your 2+ save. If anything's shooting at you with slightly stronger or higher AP weapons, they're probably wasting the shots. Next up, we have the Iron Storm Spearhead. This allows you to reroll a hit, wound, or damage roll, which is very good for the las talon. You're already hitting on 2s, and you've already got a built-in reroll being twin linked. So it's that d6 +1 damage that you're really looking at, having the ability to reroll. Just get that consistent damage a little bit more. There's a piece of war gear you can give to a tech marine called the Target Augury Web. This gives a 6-inch aura for lethal hits for vehicles. If you've got 2 of these servo turrets in the unit, that's 4 attacks you've got coming in, potentially getting lethal hits. And you can also double this up with a stratagem called Mercy's Weakness, giving you sustained hits 1, and you get a critical hit on a 5+ against vehicles, so you got 4 shots potentially. You're sustained on a 5+ and lethal hits on a 5+ when targeting vehicles, which is very nice. And last by no means least, We have the Anvil Siege Force. You gain the +1, you gain the heavy keywords, you get +1 when you remain stationary. So any modifications to your ballistic skill is largely going to be irrelevant to you. And then there's the Battle Drill Recall stratagem. This gives you sustained hits 1, and if you remain stationary, which you are going to be doing with this model during the majority of your games, you then get to critically hit on a 5+ as well, so those sustained hits will come on a 5+. So all in all, it's quite a cheap unit to take at 75 points. If you double up and take the 150 points, you get a fair bit of firepower. The toughness 6 profile with the 6 wounds apiece and the 2 up save makes it quite difficult to target. You're really going to be overkill for a lot of weapon targeting you, or a lot of the small arm weapons. They're just not going to penetrate your armor. So it's quite a nice unit. Struggling to find its place in a lot of armies. The movement does hurt it. If it had the infantry keyword, it would be much better as well. But all in all, it's quite a good option. It's not going to play well into all armies you're up against, so tournaments is going to be a bit here or there with it. But a lot of these armies, such as if you're taking on Titans, or potentially if you're playing against like Tau with Triple Riptide or Storm Surges, these guys can do a lot of damage, especially in the Ironstorm Spearhead. They're going to go to town on a lot of things. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, then pop them below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button, as it greatly helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button to see any future Warhammer content. Take it easy, and see you next time for more grim darkness from the 41st millennium.